Hello children, how are you? I am Masood Fatima and I will teach you moral science. Today I will teach lesson 6, that is obedience to elders. Okay, now you open your book on page number 23. Okay, now first I will read and then I will explain. But you must know that in this lesson there are 3 stories that will tell you how important obedience is in life. Okay, for everybody, not only for children, it's for everybody. Okay, so I'm going to read it now. Lesson 6, Obedience to Elders. Once upon a time, there lived a family of sheep on the mountain side. There was a little lamb among them. He was naughty and disobedient. He used to run away from the group sometimes. He did not know that it was dangerous to be alone. There were wolves in the nearby forest. The little lamb received severe scolding from his elders every time he strayed. Yet he roamed about alone on the mountain side. So this is the story about a disobedient lamb, baby sheep. Okay, so children, obedience is very important. Okay, in our daily life, obedience is very essential habit. Okay, and we should abide in our homes, abide by it in our homes, in our workplace, wherever we are, in the communities where we live, okay, in which we live. So obedience is compliance with an order, request, etc. Okay, so obedience is very important in life. Now here, this story of baby sheep will tell you what is the result of being disobedient. It's never a favorable or a happy result that will give you happiness or pleasure. No. That will give you peace. No. It's always a sad one, you can say. Okay, or tragic. Now, as I read this paragraph, there was a family of sheep on the mountain side. Okay, and this baby sheep, the lamb, was very naughty and disobedient. Like your parents also used to tell you not to go here, not to go there sometimes, no? But you are so naughty, you never listen to them. Same way this lamb, he never listened to them. He used to roam about alone. Though they used to tell that there are wolves nearby the mountain side. Okay, but he never listened and used to roam about alone. Now see the second paragraph. One day the little lamb went too far and could not find his way back. As it grew dark, he became frightened. It started to bleat. The darker it became, the louder the lamb cried. A wolf was prowling near the mountain. He heard the bleats of the little lamb. The wolf saw him and was very happy. He said to himself, "How nice! My dinner is ready in front of me." The little lamb did not get a chance to correct his mistake. Now see children, what happened one day? This little lamb, as his habit was to move about alone, means move alone. He used to go to far off places without his parents. He used to leave the group. He never walked in the group. He used to roam about alone. And what happened one day? One day he went so far that he could not find his way back to home. So, and it grew dark. Now, in the night time, what happened? He forgot how to come back, the way he forgot the way to come back to his house, and there he started crying. And what happened? His bad luck that a wolf was prowling there, means he was moving in search of his food. You know, wolf eat other animals, the weaker ones. So he was in search of his food, and when he saw the little lamb, he was so happy. He thought God himself has sent his food near him. Okay, so, and by that time what happened? The little lamb, what happened to the little lamb? See this sentence, the little lamb did not get a chance to correct his mistake. It was his mistake that he left his group. Now, so the wolf ate him up and he did not get the chance to rectify his mistake, to become an obedient lamb. He did not get that chance. So once chance is gone, means time is gone, it can't be regained. So children, when your parents say something, listen to them. Be obedient. This story tells you that you should be obedient to them. Is that clear? Now there is another story. Now this chapter will tell you the value of obedience to elders through stories. There are 3 stories in this lesson. Okay. So now the next story is, one day a boy named Simon was playing with a knife. It was sharp and pointed. His mother saw the boy cutting a stick just for fun. She told the boy that it was dangerous to play with a knife. Now turn the page and see. The boy said, "Oh mom, you worry too much. I know how to handle a knife without hurting myself." He continued to cut the stick. As he chopped, the stick slipped from his hands. The knife struck the boy's index finger. The boy was taken to hospital. Okay, now I'll explain it to you till here only. Now see this. A boy whose name was Simon. He was playing with a knife. Okay, and the knife, you know, knives are always sharp. So knife was pointed and sharp. And as usual, mothers used to say, "Oh beta, don't play with that, that is sharp." But you all don't listen. Same way was Simon. Simon's mother told him not to play with that knife. Otherwise, he might get hurt. But what happened? Did he listen? No. What he said? He said, "Oh mom, you worry such a lot. Don't worry. Now I am big enough. I can handle this knife." Okay. So what happened? What was the consequence of that? What was the result of that? Not listening to the mother? He did not listen to his mother. What was the result? The result was this, that the stick slipped from his hand and unfortunately he cut his finger. Which finger? Index finger. Okay. And he was taken to the hospital. Now see in the further what happens in the hospital. Let me read out again. Do you know the seriousness of the event? The doctor had to remove the index finger, which was cut into half. Disobedience poses a serious problem. Some children disobey their parents and teachers. Some children obey them simply because they are afraid of punishment. But good children obey their parents and teachers because they have cultivated good manners. They are also aware of the result of disobedience. Children obey their elders because they love and respect them. The parents also love their children and plan their future carefully. Obedience makes you a disciplined person. It not only makes you happy but also your parents and teachers. So obey your parents when they tell you to learn your lessons, do your homework, dress neatly, take bath and comb your hair. Not to watch television for long. These are the general instructions given by your parents. Now, every day they say these sentences. But do you listen? No. Now, what happened to Simon? He cut his index finger and so badly it was cut that the doctor had to remove that finger. Just imagine. Now, one finger he lost. It was removed, cut off, because it was cut into half and the doctor was not able to stitch it again, means put it together there, means operate and do something, nothing. And the problem was so serious. Now, when you disobey, you always remember, when you disobey, you will have to face the serious consequences, serious problems. Okay? There are some children who are afraid of punishments, who are out of fear. Out of fear, they obey their parents. But that is not good. You should obey your parents with love and respect. Okay? And you should have faith in your parents that whatever they are saying, because they have experienced life, no? So they tell you always the good things. Parents are the best friends. Okay? Always share your problems with them and obey their instructions. Is that clear? Now see on the next page, there is another story. Okay? This is also about the obedience only. See, there is another reason why you should obey. When you grow up, you will be giving guidelines and instructions to your younger ones. You will expect them to obey you. If you obey your elders, you can also make others obey you. Okay? Obedience is not, it can't be from one side. Okay? That if you want to be obeyed, you have to obey others also. Like in Bible it is said that do unto others as you would have them to do to you. Okay? So, means what you want to be done for you, first of all, you should do the same thing to others also. Okay? If you are abusing someone, will he love you? He will also abuse you in return. So, if you do good things to others, others will be very good to you. Okay? If you are good to others, others will also be good to you. So, children, and when elders are saying something, means they have experienced life, and when they were younger, they were also told all these things, and when they obeyed or they disobeyed, they have faced the consequence, and that way they know life. So same way they are telling you also, and once you will grow up, you will also tell your younger ones. But unless you obey, you become obedient, how would you give instructions to others? So now let me read the story. Story is that Richard, the lion-hearted king of England, was on the battlefield. The king of France was the commander-in-chief of the combined army of Europe. Richard was given the rear guard duty. He was supposed to stay at the back. Now see, Richard was the king of England. He was on the battlefield. Okay, battlefield, the area or the ground where battle is fought. Okay, the king of France was the commander in chief of the combined army of Europe. Okay, king of France was commander in chief of what? England and Europe both. Okay, so Richard was given, King Richard, who was the king of England, was given the rear guard duty. Okay, a king of France was the commander in chief. He was to stay in front of the troop, means army, and give orders. Okay, or start the battle, command the battle. But this Richard was given the duty of rear guard. Rear guard means soldier who stays at the back and commands. Means he controls from the back. He is set there to control the army or the troop and to protect, in order to protect the soldiers, the army. So he was to stay at the back. Now see further. There was not enough action at the back, and King Richard grew restless. He came in front and asked the commander how the war was progressing. Now Richard, he was sent at the back. His post was to stay at the back. But he came in front and he started asking the commander to how the war is going. So what happened? He did not answer. The commander in chief, means the king of France, he did not answer, but let Abbot Dominicus speak. The abbot said, "We will not win the war because there is widespread disobedience among the soldiers." He told that this abbot, instead of king of France, this abbot Dominicus said that we are not going to win. Why? Because there is lot of disobedience here. Why he commented this? Because Richard came in front. His post was at the back. He should have stayed at the back. But he disobeyed this. Now, so Richard said, "Every disobedient soldier shall be severely punished." Now, Richard did not realize that it's a comment on Richard only. On Richard himself only. But so he is ordered that every disobedient soldier should be punished. Then the commander spoke. What he said? "Your Majesty, then you shall be punished first, because you have disobeyed my orders and left your rear guard duty." So that time commander-in-chief, means the king of France, said that in that case, though, you should be punished first. Means King Richard should be punished first. Why? Because he disobeyed his order. Commander-in-chief gives the order. He was sent at the back to stay. But he left his place and came in front to ask about the progress of the war. So he was, then he said that he should be punished first. And that time, what happened? King Richard realized his mistake. He asked pardon. He asked sorry from chief in commander, what commander in chief, and then he went back to his place. Okay, so the king could command obedience because he obeyed. So see, obedience is so important even in army, in armed forces also, and there too it should be. Otherwise, to how they are going to fight the war? So this was all about obedience. I hope you have understood all three stories, and they all convey the message or the lesson. They tell you the lesson, give you the lesson of obedience. So be obedient, and it should not be out of fear. It should be with love and respect. Okay, so now let's do this. Uh, Now the exercises I'll be uploading in the campus care. Okay, so you wait for that. Till then, read the lesson nicely and go through the stories. Then that's all for this lesson. So stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you and bye.